show his love to the residents who come into the program. That's the overarching goal. And there's several related goals connected with that. One is to introduce each resident to the person and the work and the teaching of Jesus Christ as presented in the Bible. Another is to encourage residents to place their faith in Jesus Christ as Savior. And another is to help residents learn to follow Jesus Christ as Lord, relying on His power and cooperating with Him, following His biblical blueprint for godly living, and overcoming negative, often destructive issues that have tended to dominate their lives. And finally, to help residents to make a successful transition back out into the community as productive, godly citizens who remain clean and sober, maintain church involvement, maintain employment if able to work, manage money wisely, properly, and reconcile with family if that's something that is needed and possible. So those are the purposes of the program, and then there's a very specific structure and content that serves those purposes. The program has two main parts. The first part is the biblical studies part of the program. It's 12 months long. It takes place here at 10 Mill Street. This is a completely drug-free and alcohol-free environment, because a lot of the guys who come in here struggle with substance abuse and addiction. And we have daily Bible classes. We have individual biblical counseling and homework. We have Bible memorization. We have individual prayer and also group prayer meetings. We have chapel services. We have weekly church attendance. There are daily house chores, which help the house to run properly and also help to build a sense of responsibility and teamwork. And all basic needs are provided here. Lodging, 3 meals a day, clothing, basic medical care, outside referrals if needed. All those things are provided. That's the biblical studies part of the program. The second main part of the program is the transitional part of the program. And that can last up to an additional 12 months beyond the biblical studies part. And we have a transitional living facility over at Taylor Street, also here in Springfield. And that facility is also drug-free and alcohol-free, the transitional living part of it. And it provides interim lodging and food before making a full transition to independent living. And a number of guys find that very helpful. There's continued biblical counseling there. There are house chores there too. There's help in job searches. There is financial accountability with an emphasis on saving and spending money wisely. There's also an overall accountability to maintain a faithful Christian walk. And graduation is something else that we have. Actually, we have graduation once a year. It's probably the capstone event of the rehab program. It's coming up on May 3rd. It's over at Pioneer Valley Christian Academy, and you're all warmly invited to attend. They're wonderful events. In order to graduate, a resident has to have completed the entire biblical studies part of the program, the 12 months, and has to have successfully spent at least 3 months in transitional phase, whether at Taylor Street or out on his own in an apartment or a room. Staying clean and sober, maintaining church involvement, and other aspects of faithful Christian living.
So you can see that one of the things that we do is we try to get the men back into a structured environment. When they go back out, and they need to be structured because they're going back out into society. So our main goal, God's goal here, is to take the men that came to this program, go back to the women and the children that they left, and make amends so they're not homeless anymore. That is God's goal here, and it's done through Mark and Diane and everybody else. So we're going to move along, Mark, and we're going to go into the Learning Center because I can see some other things backing up here.
Just one quick question though, do you actually